Bobby to mute themselves.
It was over.
Okay. All right, looks like we're on. Good morning, everyone. For those here on the screen and anyone that might be joining us. This week, well, actually this evening is the beginning of Tisha B'Av, and it's a day of communal mourning in the tradition, fasting for the destruction, because of the destruction of the first and second temples, although there have been many other disasters that have befallen the Jewish people at this time. So that's this evening, though, and there'll be a service tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. But now we start our day, which is change of weather, on page 30 with Ma Tovu. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Va'ani barov chasaho v'veitecha eshtechavel haikol kachecha be'artecha. Adonai ahavti mi'am beitecha u'makom mishkan kevodecha. Va'ani eshtachaveh ve'achorha v'ha lifnei Adonai osi. Va'ani tefilati lach Adonai et ratzon Elohim barov chasdecha neni be'emet yishecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yitzartam b'chokma v'vo nekavim nekavim chalulim chalulim galui v'yadu lifnei chisei chivaracha shimir pateach echad mehem o yisatem echad mehem efshar lehitkayem v'la'amod lefanecha. Baruch atah Adonai rofei chol basar mafli la'asot. Elohai neshama shenatata b'torehi ata varata ta yitzata ata nafakta bi v'ata meshamra b'kirbi kol zaman shahan shema b'kirbi modad ni lefanecha Adonai Elohai v'Elohei avotai v'imotai ribon kol hama'asim adon kol hanshamot. Baruch atah Adonai asher b'yado nefesh kol chai v'ruach kol basarish. And we rise for the Nasim b'chol yom, for our the blessings of the day for our daily miracles. It's on page 36 or page 7 in the small book. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan l'sachvi vina lahavhin ben yom uvein laila. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokef kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rokah haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamachin metzadei gaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish arumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanaten laev koach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavir sheina me'enai utnama me'apapai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani b'tzelem Elohim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani bat chorin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozer Yisrael b'gvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam oter Yisrael b'tifara. Please be seated, and we continue on page 42 or page 10. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. V'ha'arevna Adonai Eloheinu et divrei Toratacha b'finu u'v'fi amcha beit Yisrael v'nihyeh nachnu v'tzetzenu v'tzetzei amcha beit Yisrael Kulanu Yudei Shemecha V'lamdei Tortecha Lishma. Baruch Atah Adonai Hamlamed Torah Le'amo Yisrael. Elu Devarim Shem Lehem Shiur She'adam Ocher Peretayim B'olam Hazeh V'ha'keren Kayemet Lo Le'olam Haba Ve'elu Hein Kibud Avayim Ugemilut Chasadim V'hashkamat Beit Hamidrash Shacharit V'Arvit V'haknasat Chorchim Uvikur Cholim V'haknasat Kala Uvayat Hamed V'yun Tvilah V'avat Shalom Ben Adam Lahavero V'talmud Torah Keneged Kulam. And we continue on page 46 or page 12 with the Kaddish de Rabbanan for our teachers or for mourners, having just studied a bit of teachings. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah be'alma divrach hirotei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei kol beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpoar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudusha b'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Al Yisrael ve'al Rabbanan ve'al Talmidei Hon, ve'al kol Talmidei Hon, ve'al kol man da'askin ba'oraita, di v'atra adain v'di v'chol atar v'atar, yehe lahon u'chon shalom araba, china v'chista v'rachamim, V'chayin arechin umzonei reviche uforkana. Min kadam avuhon di vishmara v'ra v'imru. Amen. Yehe shalom araba min shemaya v'chayim tovim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu barachamav yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. And we remain standing for the verses of praise on page 50 or page 14. Baruch Shemar V'haya Haolam Baruch Hu, Baruch Hoseh Bereshit, Baruch Omer Ve'oseh, Baruch Ozer Kayem, Baruch Merachem Al Haaretz, Baruch Merachem Al Habriot, Baruch Meshalem Sachar Tov Lireav, Baruch Hai Lead V'Kayam Lenetzach, Baruch Podel Amatzil, Baruch Shemo. Bishvachoda Vizmirot, Negadel Chan Shubrahacha, Mfrecha, Vaneskir Shimcha Vanam Lichacha, Malkeinu Eloheinu, Yechid Chei Haolamim, Melech Meshubah, Mfreir Adayad Shemo Hagadol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Melech Mehulal V'Tishbachot. And we continue now with Chetzi Kaddish to close this section of our service on page 57 or page 20. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirotei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yamechon u'chayei kol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariva imaru, amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach, le'olam olamei almaya, yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipoar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudusha b'richu. Le'elo min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imaru. Amen. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated, and we continue silently on page 60 or page 22. Or Chadash al Zion Tayer v'nizkeh kulanu mehara le'oro. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer hamaorot. Ki poel Yeshuot data ubana v'charta v'kerev tana l'shimcha hagadol sala be'emet v'hodot lacha yachedcha b'yahava. Baruch atah Adonai habocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavacha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta b'ham b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'leftecha v'aderech u'shofchecha u'v'komecha u'kshartam leot al yedecha v'hayu letatafot beinenecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha v'yisharecha. Vayomer Adonai al Moshe lemor Daber el b'nei Yisrael ve'amarta alehem v'asu lahem tzitzit al kanfei v'gdeihem l'dorotam v'natnu al tzitzit hakanaf patil techelet v'haya lachem l'tzitzit uritem oto uzchartem et kol mitzvot Adonai v'asitem otam v'lo taturu acharei levavachem v'acharei neichem asher atem zonim achareihem L'man tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiyot lechem l'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Emet. Continue silently. Tilot le'alyon baruch hu m'borach Moshe Aaron b'nei Yisrael achanu shira b'samcha rabah v'yamru chulam Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedabakodesh Nora tehilot osefela Nora tehilot osefela Shira chadasha shivchu geulim L'shimcha al sfat hayam Yachad kulam oduvim lichu v'amru Adonai imloch Le'olam Va'ed. Tzur Yisrael, Kuma Be'ezrat Yisrael, Uvarechinu Melcha Yehuda v'Yisrael, Kolenu Adonai Tzavot Shemo Kadosh Yisrael, Baruch Atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. We take a moment before we begin the Amida for our silent prayer to prepare. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol Bezocher Hasdei Avot V'Imahot Umevigula Livnei V'neihem L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Oser Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'elam Adonai Mechayim Etim Atah Rav Lehoshia Morid Atah Mechacher Chaim Bechesed Mechayim Etim Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Ve'ofeh Cholim Umatir Asarim Umekayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha bagevurot umido melech melech memid umechaya umatzmiya Yeshua v'nemanato l'chachayot metim Baruch atah Adonai mechaya hametim. We continue with the Kedusha on page 82 or page 34 in your books. Nikadesh Shemcha Ba'olam Kashem Shemakdishim Oto B'Shmei Marom Kakatuv Al Yad Neviyecha V'Karazel Zev Yamar Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzavaot, Malocho ha'aretz kevodo, Lumatam Baruch Yomeru, Baruch Kavod Adonai Mimakomo, Uvdivrei Kachachah Katuv Le'mor, Yimloch Adonai Le'alam, Elohai Yitzion, L'dor v'ador, Hallelujah. L'dor v'ador nagid gadlecha, Netzach nesachim kedushacha nagdish, V'shivchacha Eloheinu mipino lo yamush le'alam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. And we continue silently to page 100 to the Oseh Sholom. Hu se shalom bimrama, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'yimaru amen. And we turn now to Seder Kriyat HaTorah, for the reading of Torah, as we do on Mondays. And who would like an Aliyah? Is there someone that would like to do the Aliyah this morning? Julia? Okay, very good. Make sure I have your name. Yes, I do. Yes. Okay, so we begin on page 104 and or page 43 in your books. As we remove the Torah from its virtual ark. Ki mitzion tetze Torah, ki mitzion tetze Torah, u'davar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, b'kedushato. Gadalu l'Adonai iti, u'rom shemo yadav. And we call for the reading of the Torah, Tamod Likriyat HaTorah, Galia Michal Bat Avraham Basara. We call Jean. Thank you very much, Jean, for the reading of the Torah this morning and for the blessing. Tamod Livracha. Oh, Aviva Leah Bat Esther.
Baruch et Adonai Hamborah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborah Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, ונתן לנו את תורתו. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Ba'et Hanan, El Adonai, Ba'et Hahi Lemor. Adonai Elohim Hata Ahilota Harat, Et Abdaha, Et Gadlaha, Ba'et Yadha, Ahazaka, Asher Miel Bashamayim, Uba'aretz, Asher Ya'aseh, Hamachasecha, Bahigurotecha. Ebrana, Ba'era, Et Haaretz Hatova, Asher Be'eber Hayarden, Ahar Hatov Hazeh B'Halvanon. V'yedaber Adonai, Bi, Lama'anchem, V'lo Shema, Eli Vayomer Adonai, Eli Ravlag Al Tosaf, Daber, Eli Od Badavar Hazeh. Ale Rosh Hapiska Basa, Inecha, Yama V'tzapona, V'teimana, U'mizracha Ure, V'inecha, Kilo Ta'avur Et Hayarden Hazeh. V'saf et Yehashua, V'hazkehu, Ya'amsehu, Kihu Ya'avor Lifnei Ha'am Hazeh V'hu Yanhil Otam Et Ha'aretz Asher Tireh. V'neshef, V'gayamu Beit Peor.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu torat emet, v'chayei olam nata betohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher Koach, Jean, and Yasher Koach, Julia, thank you very much. I think it needs to be said that Jean filled in. She had 2 weeks to prepare. And Jean has consistently read Torah for us. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you've probably read from every single parsha. Is that correct, Jean, over the years? Are there any missing?
I think the very last book.
Ah,
I may have done some of them once. Yeah, I've done pretty well all of them.
Yashakoa.
Thank you.
Yashiko, I clearly remember the very first time you read Torah, and it's been wonderful to see you progress and bring us so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Jean. Okay, before we return the Torah to the Ark, we turn our thoughts to prayers of healing. And we will start with the Mishaberach for healing for those who are in our thoughts. It's on page 109 or page 45 in this small booklet. Are there people whose names people who you are thinking of that you'd like to mention?
But, put Hannah on our list.
Yes, Hannah for sure.
My friend Tabitha Gallo.
My sister, Sherry Fiedler.
Levi.
And I'll add my sister, Lynn Wolfson in England.
Mishaberach Avotenu V'Imotenu Avraham Yitzhak V'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel V'Leah Hu Yivarech HaCholim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yimalei Rachamim Alehem L'Chachalimam Rapotam L'Chachazikam Yishlach Lahem Mehera Refuah Shlema Min HaShamayim Refuat HaNefesh Refuat HaGuf Hashtaba Agalav Izman Karim Benomar Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill, those who we named, and those who are in our hearts. And also we include in our thoughts those who are struggling with chronic illness and pain. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. And my God, swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. And let us say amen. And as we've been doing, we keep in our thoughts and prayers the captives, the people who are being held hostage. Mishaberach Avotenu V'Imotenu Avraham Yitzhak V'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Leah V'Rachel. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, send complete rescue and full redemption to all those held captive. Strengthen their spirit and bring them our prayers that they be protected from all harm. May the Blessed Holy One shower compassion over them and deliver them from darkness and strife, remove their bondage, deliver them from their afflictions, and return them speedily to their families. Amen. And we also have to think of our defenders. Mishaberach Avotenu V'Imotenu Avraham Yitzhak V'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Leah V'Rachel. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless and safeguard our loved ones who have been called to defend and protect our homeland from those who would and hate destroy us. Shield our soldiers from physical harm and psychological trauma as they face the intransigent enemy, and guide their actions always in the ways of justice. In the chaos of battle, grant them the wisdom to discern friend from foe, the strength to destroy where they must, and the heart to show mercy where mercy is appropriate. Above all, let their service be brief, although it's been very long. Return them to us speedily so that we can care for them as they've cared for us, and let peace be upon us and upon all nations. And let us say,
Amen.
And we now return the Torah to its virtual ark. Ki lekatov natati lechem torati al tazovu. Zayin hi lamachazikim ba betom cheha meushar derachecha דרכנו וכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה, חדש חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו כקדם. Amen. And we turn now to Carl, who has some words for us on the Parsha V'Etchanan.
Thank you. In the Transjordan, Moses wakes alone at dawn as a shepherd, and then 40 years later, soon to leave, a soul stripped clean, but for the awareness of I am. As yet, there is no longer reference to, no mask of, no sham of who or what he is, beyond the sudden cut in his consciousness of the now. He feels the naked, untranslated flow of wonder as his mind lifts yonder to the heights above the land, a land he'll never know. Somehow the glow of memory will just have to do. In a short time, another thought of growing pain slips through. Do we just slip back into the wilderness longing for a caring God? What gain for us and mine has come from this life of ordered sacrifice? Where is the meaning once sentence for my failures has been passed? How can I agree to slide unconscious into eternity, leaving what I always thought was mine? In a longer time, there is yet another thought that enters into the world. And what of us who yet take on the Creator's covenant and its conflicts, yet sometimes miss the mark? Who also do the good things that are noted only in the book of kindness? Who do not choose the beguiling paths of the world of senses only that of the intellect, only order and only freedom, and learn that absolutes are often corrupted to chaos or tyranny? Who have learned that the promised land is one that can only be worked towards, but cannot be entered in our lifetimes? Who learn and teach, but fail to be taught? And who, listening for the small and quiet voice, only see the shadow? It takes courage to live in the middle way, often a life of work never fully finished, especially when it seems to go against one's innate character. Yet, it is historical truth that over time, the nations, have heard us, and some accepted that ancient covenant for all, even when we are the smallest of peoples, mostly salted among the nations, but often persecuted because we will tell them the truths about themselves. Our temples may have been destroyed, but we have adapted and will adapt again if needed to, because we do have choices, and we are, in our minds, no longer slaves. At times, joy may even break through, and there is always hope. Try living differently.
What a beautiful poem on the Parsha. Thank you so much, Carl.
You're welcome. Thank you for
Yes,
listening.
life in the middle way. Yes, that line really strikes me. Life in the middle way. It strikes me. The middle way struck me also when we had the speaker who I can't remember her name, Alex. Last name eludes me, was talking about how the extremes and the absolutes as well, that lead to tyranny. Anyway, thank you as always for your poem. Any comments for Carl? Do you,
Please.
please? No thoughts today. We're a sleepy bunch, Carl. Sleepy bunch. Okay. So we'll move on then to Elena. And it's on page 586 or page 47 in the booklet. Please rise. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, v'teit gedula le'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kagayei haratzot, v'lo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kocho hamonam. Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Shehu noteh shamayim ve'osed haaretz u'moshev yikaro b'shamayim mimal u'shchinatu zo begavhei meromim u'Eloheinu einod. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. A moment of reflection before we move on to say Kaddish. I brought this excerpt from a poem by Amanda Gorman before, but somehow with Tisha B'Av coming and all that's going on, it strikes me again. It's from A New Day's lyric. May this be the day we come together. Mourning, we come to mend. Withered, we come to weather. Torn, we come to tend. Battered, we come to better. Tethered by this time of yearning, we're learning that though we weren't ready for this, we have been readied by it. We steadily vow that no matter how we are weighed down, we must always pave a path forward. This hope is our door, our portal. Even if we never get back to normal, someday we can venture beyond it, to leave the known and take the first steps. So let us not return to what was normal, but reach toward what is next. Zecher Tzadik Livracha, may the memory of the righteous serve as a blessing to us. And we have just one name on our Shiva and Shloshim list, and that is Janet Wills. Janet Wills. And the yahrzeit observances for this week: Anna Joy Edelman, Celia Baton, who's the grandmother of Joyce Cherry, Marion Bloom, Jaime Buller, Arthur Cherry, who is Gordon Cherry's father, Anita Tonberg Edwards, Joseph Owaskin, Sophie Freeman, Rita Gold, Sarah Goodman, Nina Granovskaya, Varda Greenberg, Reza Yakrin, Judith Kalla, Evelyn Cantor, Aaron Kaplan, David Katz, Donald Kennedy, Jenny Klein, Jean Kramer, Odin Lackel, Harry Landa, Jan Lederer, Jonas Ludvigsen, Harold Pollack, Joan Rivelas Becker, Benji Robinson, Francis Reitman, Renee Schwartz, Shifra Siegel, Shirley Shipman, Mary Simon, Diane Van Zant, Calvin Warren, Margaret Wellington, Esther Weinzacker, and Hilda Zacher. And are there any, oh yes, Julia, your mom?
Yeah, I continue to say Kaddish for my mom, Dr. Agnes Sapani.
And are there any others that we're remembering? No. Then we rise and join together for the mourner's Kaddish on page 598 or page 49. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah ve'alma divrach hirotei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayei kol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kari ve'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mavarach le'alam alamei omaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpoar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha v'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalom arava min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Hosei shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Boker tov, everyone. Shavua tov. And if you're fasting, some of us may have a good fast this evening. Thank you. Thank you, Jean. Thank you to Julia. And thank you to John for running the show as he does almost every time we get together. Thank you.
Thank you,
Carl,
Bobby.
thank you, and thank you too.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Carl.
Are we still on live stream?
No.
No, we aren't. Okay. My thing never cuts off on us.
It just does its life
Saying we're
stream.
going. It keeps
It
saying
is.
we're going. Okay, very good. Okay, everyone, have a good week.
All right, good to see you all. Well, welcome back, Jeff.
Thank you.
Good trip.
Yes,
Beautiful. Very, very
Wait,
beautiful.
Good.
Yeah.
Again?
Alaska.
Alaska
Oh,
and with family, 13 of us. It was very special. Yeah.
Did you see the glacier?
Yeah, we saw the glacier.
What's left of it?
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you very much.
I think nature will win in the end. That's my guess.
No question about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a
Thank
good
you.
All
trip.
right, good to see
Thank you.
you. See some of you tomorrow for Tisha B'Av service at 10 o'clock at Shul.
Yeah.
And we'll have Minayn on Wednesday as usual.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amen.
Take care, everyone.